Welcome to the Wrong to Strong 2-minute devotional. Each week, we're blessed to have a new guest share a powerful scripture and a word of encouragement to ignite your spirit and fuel your journey of faith. Let these messages inspire and strengthen you as you grow closer to God and embrace the transformation He has for you. Stay strong, keep the faith, and let's grow together. We're on a mission from God, from darkness to light, and from wrong to strong.
Hello everyone, my name is Omar Calvillo and this is the Wrong to Strong 2-minute devotional. Yesterday I was asked to share a word of encouragement to the men inside of Chicago's Cook County Jail. And when I was praying and asking the Lord for a word for these men, a question came to my mind. Is there anything too hard for the Lord? This question could be found in Genesis chapter 18 from verses 9 through 14. In this story, 3 men appeared to Abraham. 2 of them were angels, 1 of them was the Lord himself. This is what it says starting in verse 9. Where is Sarah, your wife? The visitors asked. She's inside the tent, Abraham replied. Then one of them said, I will return to you about this time next year and your wife Sarah will have a son. Sarah was listening to this conversation from the tent. Abraham and Sarah were both very old by this time, and Sarah was long past the age of having children. So she laughed silently to herself and said, how could a worn-out woman like me enjoy such pleasure, especially when my master, my husband, is also so old? Then the Lord said to Abraham, why did Sarah laugh? Why did she say, can an old woman like me have a baby? Verse 14, is anything too hard for the Lord? I will return about this time next year, and Sarah will have a son. Clearly in this text, the Lord reveals himself. It is Him, it is Yahweh Himself speaking to Abraham. Going to that question, is anything too hard for the Lord? This is what's considered a rhetorical question. Basically, it's a question that is asked in order to create a dramatic effect or to make a point rather than to get an answer. Of course, the Lord is implying that answer to be no. There's nothing too hard for the Lord. They serve as a reminder of God's power and ability to do what seems impossible to humans. We could learn a lot from Abraham. Abraham is considered the father of faith. According to the Bible, it says that without faith, it is impossible to please God. That's found in Hebrews 11:1. So what is faith? The Bible defines faith as the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen, meaning a firm trust in what is unseen and a strong belief in what is hoped for. What could we learn from Abraham? 1. Believe in God. Abraham's faith was demonstrated by his belief in God's promises, including the promise of a son, Isaac, and a great nation through him. 2. Trust in God's promises. Abraham trusted God even when the circumstances seemed impossible, such as when he was told to leave his home and family and travel to a new land. So in Hebrews 11:8 it says, it was by faith that Abraham obeyed when God called him to leave home and go to another land that God would give him as his inheritance. He went without knowing where he was going. This scripture here clearly summarizes what faith looks like. It says that Abraham went without knowing where he was going. I like to think of it this way. It's not about where you're going, but it's the one that you are following. When God is bidding you, come to me, follow him. You may not know where he's leading you, where you're going, where he's guiding you, but put your faith and trust in the one who is calling you. God will never leave you. He will never forsake you. No matter what you're fighting or going through in this season, put your faith and hope in God. There is nothing too hard for the Lord. There is no prayer that He cannot answer. There is no mountain that He cannot move. He is the one that makes a way out of no way. 1 Corinthians 2:9 says, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no mind has imagined what God has prepared for those who love Him. My name is Omar Calvillo, and I am Wrong to Strong.